But if I lay down and I play dead and I stay dead, maybe you'll get sick of being the monster out of my head, under my bed, thinking something out of my nightmares, standing right there. But if I lay down and I play dead and I stay dead, then will you get bored of killing me?
Silhouettes of you are like a taunt. Never really know just what you want. With you I don't ever feel calm. I can feel the sweat inside my palms. Play with me like cats and a string. You don't understand the pain it brings. You don't ever wanna give me wings. You don't ever wanna set me free. You know I'm addicted to you, and it's twisted, you've been gifted with the evil voodoo. Got me coming back for more, even when I've been screwed. Dolls full of pins, pierce my heart straight through. I got issues in my head, I like you in my bed, but you keep me on red. Oh, everything is like a test. I better not text or I'll come off desperate.
But if I lay down and I play dead and I stay dead, baby you'll get sick of being the monster out of my head, under my bed, thinking something out of my nightmares, standing right there. But if I lay down and I play dead and I stay dead, then will you get bored of killing me?
So if I play dead, will you regret everything that you did, that you said? I don't think you understand what you're doing, and my heart's black and blue from the bruising. I feel like when I'm with you I'm losing. I feel like you think that this amusing, sitting there gaslighting and confusing. Was it me? Is it me? Am I deluded? I'm the one who's always sorry, the conclusion, even though I offer all of the solutions. I wish you loved me like I love you, it's stupid. When I'm alone with you I never feel lucid. I wish I wasn't struck by Cupid. I wish when I first saw you I knew this. When I'm with you I feel so useless, I feel diluted, my heart's been wounded. Silhouettes of you are like a taunt. Never really know just what you want. With you I don't ever feel calm. I can feel the sweat inside my palms. Play with me like cats and a string. You don't understand the pain it brings. You don't ever wanna give me wings. You don't ever wanna set me free.
But if I lay down and I play dead and I stay dead, baby you'll get sick of being the monster out of my head, under my bed, thinking something out of my nightmares, standing right there. But if I lay down and I play dead and I stay dead, then will you get bored of killing me? 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 Then will you get bored of killing me?
You can see the writing on the pavement. Young kids, they're growing up in basements. Online, a whole new generation. I'ma make mine, so you better go take it. Always, they need a new replacement. Decentralized, can't contain it. We're changing lives, yeah, upgrading. Call it suicide of the older generation.
What keeps you up at night, yeah? Make all the demons quiet, yeah. We were built to thrive, yeah. I think that we've all had enough. What keeps you up at night, yeah? Make all the demons quiet, yeah. We were built to thrive, yeah. I think that we've all had enough. Oh yeah, I think that we've all had enough. Sick of dealing with the old plan. They know that we're calling it wrong. You got me like, oh yeah, I think that we've all had enough. Sick of dealing with the old plan. They know that we're calling it wrong.
Hey, it's too late to try to go contain it. A generation fueled by creation. We live lives on a small screen nation. We control the airwaves, no negotiation. I refuse to think we need saving. Something good will come from creation. And when we think that the world is too anxious, we'll adapt, evolve, survive and save it.
What keeps you up at night, yeah? Make all the demons quiet, yeah. We were built to thrive, yeah. I think that we've all had enough. What keeps you up at night, yeah. Make all the demons quiet, yeah. We were built to thrive, yeah. I think that we've all had enough. Oh yeah, I think that we've all had enough. Sick of dealing with the old plan. They know that we're calling it wrong. You got me like, oh yeah, I think that we've all had enough. Sick of dealing with the old plan. They know that we're calling it wrong. Hey, oh yeah, I think that we've all had enough. Sick of dealing with the old plan. They know that we're calling it wrong. You got me like, oh yeah, I think that we've all had enough. Sick of dealing with the old plan. They know that we're calling it wrong.
Don't be scared. Don't be scared. Don't be scared. I love the chase and the hunt, and I set the pace when I'm running. I always take what I want and I always give it 100. Don't need a bank, no I'm funded. Play the game like it's nothing. I'm always thankful for something. Don't take for granted, stay humble. Now wake up! It's time to look at the enemy. Look in the mirror if he is no friend to me. It's not working out, maybe it's the chemistry. It's time to break up so I can make a better me. Better believe in your mind, cause it's everything. You can mold, shape, find almost anything. All it takes is some time and some clarity to find your identity. It's mind over everything. And when I feel like this, I'm immortal. 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 Don't be scared. Just don't be I'm so gone, no I'm never turning back. I won't stop, I'ma fight until there's nothing left. It's so on, you're gonna be hurting bad. Cause I've been to hell and back. You don't wanna make me mad. I stay strong, you will never see me crack. And if you get in my way, you gonna feel the wrath. Gotta say it to my face while he's looking back. Mirror breaks after math. When I hate, I attack.
It didn't switch. It does not look like that it switched. Oh no, it did. It did. Okay, great. So, first off, if no one knew about this, love the little alien. So let's start a new farm. Alright. So, let's get the easy stuff out of the way. I will be Grow. What should we name our farm? How about just Twitch farm? Twitch.tv. Twitch.tv farm. This is our Twitch farm. There's no arrow keys, you just have to press backspace. Okay, whatever. What is my favorite thing? There's something to this, right? There's like they give you something or when your favorite thing is mentioned. Dang it. My favorite thing is Stardrop Fruit, I think. So cat. Oh, you can have different cats. And dogs. Oh, I thought there was only one. Okay. Excuse me. Let's have this cute little gray cat. I'll be a girl. Skin. go with that one. Like kind of tan because I'm out in the sun all the time. Being a farmer. Oh, you can have like any color eyes. Interesting. Let's go with purple because I'm a magical girl. There we go. And my hair color, also purple. Because we are magical. Magical farmers. There we go, that seems fine. And our pants depends on our shirt. Which one of these looks more like a magical girl? Oh, how about this one? There you go, perfect. Sailor Moon vibe on that, I think. Oh no, those are ponytails. Okay, let's keep looking. You know what, I'm gonna make the hair blue, actually. Since my eyes are purple. Like teal. There we go, perfect. Now. Which one of these? Oh, you know what? That's sassy, that's cute. I like this. There we go, we're gonna go with like the, what is that, like an undercut or whatever? I don't know what that is, but we're going with it. Shirt. There are a lot of shirt options. An elephant? I don't know if it's just me, but that looks kind of like an elephant. Maybe it's just me. I don't know. Let's try this. And then the pants color can be like a matching pink. Oh, too far. There we go. Now it's got that like very girly look. Oh, there's more than one type of pants? I forgot about this. Okay, yeah, hold on. Let's have the mini skirt. Because we're farming, but we're hot. We're farming hot. It's hot girl summertime. Alright, I don't really want facial hair. Is that what all the accessories are? Oh no, we can have earrings. I forgot about that. I can have lipstick. Hot girl summer indeed. Nerd girl summer. Hell yeah. Wait, is that a monobrow? Awesome. Let's see. Okay, I'm going with, where's the earrings? Are these the earrings? Hell yeah, I got my hoops in. Alright. Alright, and then we gotta pick our farm. So we want a normal farm, a river farm, a forest farm, a hilltop farm, for mining it looks like, wilderness farm, or the four corner farm. Well, this is perfect for a group, and I'm not a group, I'm one person. So... This is always the hardest part for me, is picking a farm. Cause like... they're all so good. Alright, let's go with the standard farm. And maybe after I like marry someone, we'll start the farm again and we'll try one of the other ones. Alright. Origin story. My dead grandpa, or dying grandpa. And for my very special granddaughter, want you to have this sealed envelope. Oh look, he's got a little Junimo on his thing. What a gift. No, don't open it yet. Have patience. Now listen close. I'm listening, Grandpa. There will come a day when you feel crushed by the burden of modern life. Oh, it's every day, Grandpa. That's constant. And your bright spirit will fade before a growing emptiness. Bruh. Every fucking day. Fuck modernity. Return to monkey. When that happens, my dear, you'll be ready for this gift. I'm ready today, Grandpa. Today. Get me out of this capitalist hellscape. Now, let Grandpa rest. Double X years later. These years later are a girl. Joja, join us, thrive. Work or rest. This is very... I get this vibe. When I was working, it wasn't corporate like this, but it was 100% this monitored. That man has pills on his desk. About to get fired. Oh, there's me. I look like I'm dying. Also, that computer is the size of a minivan. Like, what the fuck is that computer for? I'm so tired of working. Oh, there's the envelope. Dear Winter Crow, if you're reading this, you must be in dire need of a change. The same thing happened to me long ago. I'd lost sight of what mattered most in life. Real connections with other people and nature. So I dropped everything and moved to the place I truly belong. I've enclosed the deed to that place. My pride and joy, Twitch.tv farm. That looks a lot sillier now that I've seen it written down. It was maybe not the best choice. Anyway, it's located in Stardew Valley on the southern coast. It's the perfect place to start your new life. This was my most precious gift of all, and now it's yours. I know you'll honor the family name, my dear. Good luck. Love, Grandpa. Wait, what's our family name? That's never specified. I just realized that. Well, I mean, I gave myself a last name. I guess our last name is Crow. Yes, if Lewis is still alive, say hi to the old guy for me, will ya? So he really wrote this letter, assuming that I might... I might not take him up on this until after everyone he knew and loved was dead. That's kind of sad, but okay. I guess let's go say hi to Lewis, if he's still alive. Alright, here come the mountains. Really going out to the country. On the bus. Don't country areas normally not have public transit? I don't know. Look at all that traffic. Those sweet mountains. Stardew Valley, only half a mile. I mean, that's a lot of mountains, too. Dang. Run a little bird. That was an odd sound for a bus, but okay. Hello, you must be Winter Crow. Did I tell anyone I was coming? Okay. I'm Robin, the local carpenter. Mayor Lewis sent me here to fetch you and show you the way to your new home. I guess I called Lewis? I don't know. He's there right now, tidying things up for your arrival. The farm's right over here, if you'll follow me. I don't know that I have a choice. Wow, my home's a mess. This is Twitch.tv farm. Wow, look at all the work I'll have to do. What's the matter? Sure, it's a bit overgrown, but there's some good soil underneath that mess. With a little dedication, you'll have it cleaned up in no time. Excuse me, I'm so sorry, you guys. And here we are, your new home with a broken porch and a lot of firewood. So that's good. Ah, the new farmer. Sure is. Welcome, I'm Lewis, Mayor of Pelican. Oh, I forgot Pelican Town was the name of the town. Okay. You know, everyone's been asking about you. Well, that bodes well. Good. It's not every day that someone new moves in. It's quite a big deal. Alright. So you're moving into your grandfather's old cottage. It's a good house. Very rustic. Yeah, because no one maintained it. Who just leaves a house in the woods and is like, well, hope no one squats in it. I'll just leave it unattended until whatever time my grandchild decides to take up the mantle and farm the farm. It's like a huge waste of resources. Anyway, whatever. Rustic? That's one way to put it. Crusty might be a little more apt, though. It do be looking crusty. Rude. Robin's laughing at my house. Welcome to town. Everyone thinks your house sucks. Don't listen to her, Winter Crow. She's just trying to make you dissatisfied so that you buy one of her house upgrades. Oh, don't worry. I'm already looking at this with a jaundiced eye. I do not want this broken house. But anyway. I gave up my nice apartment in the city for this. Anyway, you must be tired from the long journey. You should get some rest. Tomorrow you ought to explore the town a bit and introduce yourself. The townspeople would appreciate that. Yeah, it would be kind of rude to just move into a town with 30 people and say nothing, but, you know. Oh, I almost forgot. If you have anything to sell, just place it in this box here. I'll come by during the night to collect it, because we don't have a postal service. Well, good luck. Alright. I think I have to change the movement settings. Whenever it loads. Saving, thank you. Anytime you want to let me go. My progress has been saved. Hooray. Alright, yeah. So I do not want to do WASD because I am right-handed. Oh, here we go. Transaction, plus 2. That's fine, but I want map. I set the journal to J though. Left, down, and right. Chat box, question or T. I'm never gonna bring that up. Email menu, run. Inventory slots. Whatever. Perfect. Okay, great. Let's see the weather report. Welcome to Kozu 5, your #1 source for weather news and entertainment. And now, the weather forecast for tomorrow. It's gonna be a beautiful sunny day tomorrow. Perfect. That's my fortune. Welcome to Welwick's Oracle, the only show where the voice of spirits is channeled directly to you. The spirits are somewhat mildly perturbed today. Luck will not be on your side. Bummer. Living off the land. Welcome to Living Off the Land. We're back again with another tip for y'all. Now listen up. This one's for all you greenhorns out there. Chop wood and search for some wild forage to earn some cash while waiting for your first harvest. Got it. Wow, parsnip seeds. New journal entry. I received 15 parsnip seeds. Here's a little something to get you started. Mayor Lewis. Okay, I'm going. If you want to become a farmer, you have to start with the basics. Use your hoe to till the soil. Use a seed packet on the tilled soil to grow a crop. Water every day until crop is ready for harvest. Cultivate and harvest a parsnip. Okay. What else do I have to do? Introductions. Greet 28 people. So I overestimated how many people were in this town. Okay. What was this? This is 4. This is 2. This is 3. This is 5. This is 6. 0. Alright, that's... Yeah. Yeah? Yeah. So I guess first... What do I have to do? Make the parsnips? Yeah. Cultivate and harvest a parsnip. Where do I want to put it? I'm going to put it over by the greenhouse. If I can get there. No. There we go. What was wrong? Alright. Oops. Chop down a tree yet? Yeah, it just takes a lot. Whew. That's some hard work. Alright. Now get rid of these rocks. Okay. It's been a while since I played. What's the shape the best for the... Looks like a 9x9. Yep. I think that's what you end up having with the watering can, if I remember correctly. Okay, and then watering can. Oh, no. There we go. Alright, I'm really farming. Like, look at me. I'm doing horticulture. Amazing. By you. This is agriculture. This is what this is society. Oh, I forgot. There's not gonna be 18, there's only 15. Well, whatever. That's still a lot of parsnips, so great. And then I'm gonna chop down this tree, because it makes it hard to see. Ugh. That stuff. Okay. This one also makes it hard to see, so we're gonna chop that down. Alright, that was a whole hell of a lot. So let's go exploring. Let's go... Jesus Christ. Later, when I have more inventory, I am gonna make some paths, but I have no inventory right now, so... Yeah, that's not worms. Ooh, but I do have room. Okay, thank you. Alright. Well, you know what? I have a seed. Let's go plant that seed. A wild seed. And that'll make room too. Alright, here we go. Almost there. Agriculture 9,000. Over 9,000. Winning at agriculture. Okay. Let's go meet some people. I could never live in a small town like this, like being perfectly honest. Like, the nature part is beautiful and amazing, but I can't imagine having 28 people up your butt constantly. Like, you can't even walk out your house without being terrified people will know what you're up to. Can't relate, could never do it. Alright, let's go meet... I forget his name, I feel so bad. And he's not in his tent. I always introduce myself to him first and make him my first friend. Linus, that's his name. Hello, Linus. Okay, just live out here alone. I respect it. Would you like a horseradish? Hell yeah, he wants a horseradish. Enjoy your life, Linus. I appreciate you. Oh. Random man we'll never see again. Okay. Alright, so let's go say hello to Robin's family. It is late in the day, so Sebastian might even be awake. Oh, hello, Maru. Oh, aren't you the one who just moved in? Hi, Maru. I've been looking forward to meeting you. Nice to meet you too, Maru. Goodbye. Hey, have a nice walk? Oh, yeah. Bye-bye. Oh yeah, you can buy windows and stuff, I forgot. I gotta rearrange my house when I get back. Alright, thanks for the advice. Hey Darius. Demetrius. I'm Demetrius, local scientist and father. Way to bring that up. Thanks for introducing yourself. You're so welcome, Demetrius. I'm studying the local plants and animals for my home laboratory. Have you met my dad, Umaru? She's interested to meet you. Ah, she horny for me already. Alright, let's see. Sebastian is busy. Gonna meet him probably never. And she's going to work. I'm gonna look in the community center. What is this? Like, what? Maybe I've just never gotten far enough to figure out what that is. Anyway. It's locked. I forgot about that. Let's clear this out. I don't know what the point of this is or why this is here. But... ooh, more seeds. Gonna plant some more stuff when I get home. Kids on the playground? Nope. Sweet, a flower. I gotta be careful about who I give that to, because I've only got one. Oh. Hey, weeds. Clean up the town. I've done more for this community than anyone else, and I just got here. Amazing. Hey, some birds. Let's meet Harvey, I guess. 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. It's 4 o'clock. Well, then where's Mother going? Let's see. It's the first day of spring. Guess I'll save that for Lewis's birthday, the daffodil. Absolutely, and I should do that. I will become the town whore and give everyone flowers. Eventually. Right now I only have 1 flower, so I gotta be frugal, but... Hello, it's nice to meet you, says... I don't know if it's Leah or Leia, I've never known. Anyway, she's glad to meet me. You picked a good time to move here. The spring is lovely. Spring is one of the better seasons, I agree. Let's not buy anything. Hey, it's Miss Winter Crow, the new farmer. I'm Pierre, owner of the local general store. Howdy do. If you're looking for seeds, my shop is the place to go. I'll also buy produce from you for a good price. Now you turn to look at me? This is getting awkward. I gotta go. Let me just go in your house. Oh yeah, I forgot, because he has the church back here. Who has a church in their house? That's weird. Oh, his wife's not here. Well, whatever. Oh, there she is. Hello, you must be Winter Crow, the new farmer. I'm Caroline. My husband runs the general store here. Have you met my daughter? Hair. You're all pale. Really, cult leaders for real, Brand New Moon. Like, what the fuck? Her green-ass hair and everything. I guess I'm not the only magical girl in town. Oh, there she is. Hold on. Hi. Oh, that's right. I heard someone new was moving into that old farm. It's kind of a shame, really. I always enjoyed exploring those overgrown fields by myself. Abigail, you can explore my overgrown fields anytime. Conspiracy theory time. Pierre is totally... I would believe Pierre was, honestly. It all tracks. Hey, you're the new girl, huh? I think we're gonna get along great. I'm Alex. Sorry, I don't do well with jock energy, so I don't think we will. I'll see you around. You will not. Goodbye. It's irritating to have to meet all these new people, huh? Well, when you put it like that, yeah, George, it is. Name's George, by the way. Now buzz off. Yeah, you're rude as fuck. Why, hello, and welcome to our little community, dear. Evelyn seems like the kind of person who's nice to you on the outside, but gossips behind your back and ruins your entire fucking life. I wouldn't trust Evelyn in real life. I wouldn't. She just has that vibe. You can call me Granny if you like. See, immediately, she's gotta establish... Excuse me, she's gotta establish that connection so she can start gossiping about me. Also, how come her bun is the size of her head? Like, that is an outrageous amount of hair. Anyway, goodbye. Oh, hello, Shane. I don't know you. Why are you talking to me? That's the vibe, Shane. I agree, but Mayor Lewis told me I have to meet everyone, so hello. Nice to meet you. Oh, he won't say anything to me the second time. Goodbye, sir. Just a second brain in her bun. That would explain... Actually, it wouldn't. That's just where she keeps the gossip. Hey kid, the name's Pam, town alcoholic. Nothing like a sip of the good stuff to warm these old bones. Pam, it's... well, I guess it's early spring. Never mind, I was gonna say. Well, hello there. I'm Gus, chef and owner of the Stardrop Saloon. Wait, I just noticed, what is on his jacket? What is that pattern? Moving on. Oh, I can read it on your face. You're gonna love it here in Pelican Town. Oh no, I'm not the only blue hair girl. Oh, bummer. I forgot she had blue hair. Well, anyway. If you're ever looking for something to do in the evening, stop by the saloon. That's where I work. I see that, Emily. Alright, well. She has nothing else to say to me. Hello again, Shane. No, he really will not talk to me. Alright, bye, bitch. There's a skull-shaped keyhole. I forgot about that one. Basically, yeah. Well, no, not the evenings, Brand New Moon, because she's busy working in the saloon in the evenings. She's a morning engagements kind of person only. Alright, let's play... Oh, no, I forgot about this. I forgot I have to do the left hand in the wrong way. Hello? Why is my computer locking? Is this live? Okay, looks like it might be live, so... welcome back, if anyone's still here. Yeah, that's fine, I'll just die. It's saying I'm not live on my stream manager. Why is it saying that, but Twitch... Am I live or not? Okay, now it accepts that I'm live. Okay, that's... literally all I wanted. Literally everything I wanted was just to be live. Thank you so much. Go to the manager now. Okay, now I'm in the stream manager. Of course, I lost all the viewers I had before. Whatever. That's fine. Whatever. I quit? How do I quit? Quit. Press down to quit. Quit. I want to quit. Quit playing this game. No, not restart. No, not restart. No. Oh my god. Okay. No, just kill me, please. Straight into the... Are those aliens? I don't know what those are. Yeah, you get me. Thank you. I want to stop playing this. Okay, great. Anytime you want to die would be good. Alright, now. There we go. Quit. I don't know why it wouldn't let me quit before. Here's the storeroom. There's some secret in here, isn't there? I remember there's something. Well, whatever. It's been a long day of meeting people, planting things, losing video games. Let's see if there's anyone I meet on my way home. I'll take this way, because some people should be hanging out here. Nope, no one's hanging out here. Alright, well... whatever. Oh yeah, I can meet, ooh, a flower that I can't get. Okay, I gotta buy that backpack really soon. Oh yeah. Alright, I can't meet anybody. I'll go this way next time. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Okay. Hold on, I got this. We're building a path. We're finding a way. It's so dark, I can't see. Okay. Hold on. Wait. Okay. No, what's here? What is this? Okay, there we go. God, my lot is so huge. Oh, there we go. There's the house. Alright. There. Oh, but I wanted to plant these seeds before bed, so I have room in my inventory for tomorrow. Oh, perfect. I already... Oh, just the right amount. Oh, do this one. There we go. Wow, a great first day in Stardew Valley. How many people did I meet? 14 people. That's a lot of people for one day, so that's pretty good. Let's sell these weeds. No, I wanna... No, I wanna... Oh yeah, I forgot. That is how you do it. My bad. Yeah, just the weeds for now. I have, like, no energy. Oh yeah, I was gonna... it's like this, right? Now, how do you... Wait, no. I wanna rearrange the house. How do I rearrange the house? No, there's a way. I remember doing it. Whatever, I'm not gonna stress about that right now. My house is fine how it is. I'd prefer it a different way, but we're not... Beggars can't be choosers, and this is a free house. You're right, 26 cents. Those weeds paid off. Alright, let's see today's weather. Alright, it's gonna be rainy. Sweet, so I don't have to water. No, I know, I meant torch it. It's gonna be neutral. Alright, well, it's better than unlucky. I have mail! Thanks, Lewis. Hello there, just got back from a fishing trip. You should come down to the beach sometime. I've got something for you. Fuck yeah, I'm gonna go fishing. But first, I'm gonna go watering my parsnips. Oh, look at my beautiful little plants. No, not this one. No, this one. There we go. Okay. So, I have no idea what these wild plants are gonna be, but they look great. This one that I'm standing on looks kind of like a baby tree. And this one looks like some kind of herb. So... Oh. What is happening? Why am I running? Stop. Stop running. Stop. What is happening? I got stuck running? Okay. Well, that's fine, I guess. Go to the pond. It's over here, right? Right? Am I crazy? I thought there was one, like, right... Oh my god, where am I? No, it is. It's right here. Okay. Alright. I noticed just before I went into the map. There we go. No, not that one. I gotta clear this up. You know, this is... Wait, no, wait. How did I get here? What? How did I get here? What? I just... This way, maybe? Yeah, here we go. Phew. Alright. There we go. Alright. Time to go meet people. Alright. Oh, no, wait. This way. That way. Okay. Yeah, I gotta clean up this place as soon as I'm done meeting everyone. Something... Yeah, let's... Another... Oh, and an onion. Oh, I gotta choose between two... Oh, no. No, here's what I'm gonna do instead. I'm gonna sell these weeds so I can have a leek. Look at the leek. It's a leek, right? Yeah, fuck yeah, it's a leek. And then another daffodil. Oh yeah, foraging 100 at this point. Fuck yeah. Alright, so we got all that stuff. Ooh, and a little wormy thing. Watch it be dirt. I can't get it because... okay, I'm giving up the oil. Or the sap, whatever that is. I don't need it right now because I don't know how to craft shit. And I'm gonna get like so much of it going forward, so it's fine. What is it telling me? Oh yeah, I have to go to the beach now. Right, we know. Alright. Get it, no? Nope. Nope. Yeah, oh, because it has to be this one. Oh, I'm so dumb. Okay, here we go. Wow, I got a book! You know how you just, like, leave a book with some worms sometimes? That happens. That's very real life. That's happening to people. So let's meet some people this way. Ooh, some more fiber. What kind of weeds am I cutting down that they have fiber? Like, there's just linen all over the place? Or I guess flax, technically. Alright, no one's around. Let's see, they have any good trash? Nope, okay. Anybody in here? No? Okay. Well, Sam, he's rocking out, though. He can't hear me. So, come back. Nobody's... Nope, she's around. Hold on. Wait. 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 Wait, hi. Oh, you're that new farmer girl or whatever, aren't you? Yes, Haley, I am. Oh my god, we have the same skirt. Girl, we should hang out. Hey, wait. Hey, wait. You don't want to be my friend? Wow. Rude AF. Let's go meet Harvey. Hi, Hi, can I help you? No, I just want to meet your boss. Who's a creepy old man. There he is. There he is. It's a pleasure to meet you. I'm Harvey, the local doctor. I perform regular checkups and medical procedures for all the residents of Pelican Town. It's rewarding work. Well, I'm glad you like it, Harvey. Oh, I can just go in here and, like, touch your computer and stuff? I don't think I should be allowed to do that. Flu, it's your nose. Oh, don't spread disease, cover your sneeze? I guess. What's up, Evelyn? Don't mind my husband, George. He isn't very friendly to strangers. Yeah, I noticed, Evelyn. He's a big jerk. Nothing today. Lewis's birthday isn't until the end. Yeah, it's on the 7th. Okay. Let's see. I guess I have to go to the beach. Oh no, wait, there's this whole other area over here that I didn't go to yet to meet people. She's probably out teaching right now. Let me just check the trailer. Yeah, she's not here. Hell yeah, daffodil. Ew, Jojo Mart. Daffodil. I mean, Jojo Mart does sort of highlight the fact that, like, Walmart and shit are big problems in small towns. And that's something nobody really talks about. Like, Walmart really fucked up small towns. Hold on. Hi, I'm Clint, the local introvert. I'm the town blacksmith. If you ever need to upgrade your tools, I'm your guy. I don't have any right now to upgrade, so thank you. Alright, let's meet this guy and then we'll go back to yelling about Walmart. Oh, I have 2 new books. Perfect. Oh yeah, I can't meet him. I forgot. He's just... Town... whatever. Town Gunther. Doesn't seem like I have anything to donate to the museum. Better get out there and do some treasure hunting. I will read those books later. I gotta meet these kids. Hello, I'm trying to meet a child. Oh, a stranger. My name's Vincent. That's probably not the right answer to meeting a stranger. Don't just introduce yourself, kids. Mama says not to talk to strangers, but you seem okay. What strangers are there in your literal woods? Anyway. Hi. It's the best she's got. Alright. Oh, hello. I'm Penny. And that's all. Okay. Read these books. This is a book by Marnie. Because you know how your local library is full of books written by the townspeople? I know when I go to the library, I can rest assured that every book is written by my neighbors. And that's why I love the public library. Anyway, this is a book by Marnie. Animals are very sensitive. They like to be pet every day and prefer to eat grass outdoors than dry hay. They don't like being outside in the rain though. Happy animals produce higher quality products. Thanks for the tutorial, Marnie. I appreciate you. One here. There's a book missing here, but what about this one? I just read that one. There we go. Tips on farming. Use fertilizer to improve quality, reduce workload, or hasten crop growth. Fruit trees take a whole... Oh yeah, I gotta buy some fruit trees. Take a whole season to grow, but they require very little maintenance. Keep the area directly around your new sapling clear, or else it will not grow properly. Crops will die as soon as the season ends. Hey, I wasn't done. Unless they grow in multiple seasons, such as corn. Some crops, such as kale and wheat, need to be harvested with the scythe. Thank you again for those lovely tips. But yeah, Walmart really fucked small towns over. They had their own little local economies, and Walmart said, what if we blew all that up and instead bought in... Oh, wait, hold on. Hey, I'm Sam. Good to meet you. Nice meeting you, Sam. That's it? Okay. So they had their own little, like, local economies, and Walmart said, what if I blow that shit up? What if I force everyone to shop at one store and charge whatever I want? And fuck Walmart for that. Alright, hold on. I'm meeting, what's his name? Willie. I'm meeting Willie. Ahoy there, miss. Heard there was a newcomer in town. Good to finally meet ya. Okay. You done smoking? Ah, I'm still trying to unwind from a month out on the salty seas. Honestly, that sounds horrendous, and I'm sorry you had to go through that, Willie. It was a big haul. I sold a lot of good fish. Great. Finally saved enough to buy me a new rod. Yo, if you were out at sea for a month, I really feel like you were using nets and not a fishing rod. But again, good for you, Willie. I'm happy for you. Here, I want you to have my old fishing rod. Wow, I'm really getting this stranger's trash. Thank you, Willie, I'm touched. It's important to me that the art of fishing stays alive. And hey, maybe you'll buy something from the shop once in a while. Predatory marketing. Willie is the king of predatory marketing in this town. Amazing. Bamboo pole. Where will I put it? I guess I'm getting rid of this. Rip. Alright. You look sad. There's good water here in the valley. All kinds of fish. Even some monster fish. Oh yeah, my shop's back open now, so come by if you need supplies. I'll also buy anything you catch. If it smells, it sells. That's what my old pappy used to say anyway. If it smells, that's a bad... Okay, good for you, Willie. He's just smoking on the pier. Well, great. Forget, does he sell bait? He does not sell bait. Alright, well... That's fine or whatever. And I can't get any of these shells, so... Let's just leave. Oh yeah, I forgot about him. Elliot. Ah, the new farmer we've all been expecting, and whose arrival has sparked many a conversation. I'm Elliot. I live in the little cabin by the beach. It's a pleasure to meet you. Yeah, I mean... Same or whatever. Hold on, I have a text. Okay, done. Alright, yeah, I'm sure we'll be great friends or whatever, Elliot. Goodbye. So who do I still have to meet? Sebastian and Jody. Jody home? And no, I met Sam. Oh, excuse me. Nope, she's not home. Oh, maybe she's doing that yoga class or whatever at Carolyn's place. Let's see. Oh, and I gotta meet Marnie too. Oh no, well that's too late now. I'm not gonna make it. So let's just check here. Here's restocking. Yeah, here they are. Oh, and Marnie's here too. Perfect. Oh, my arms feel like gelatin. Did I meet you now, though? I'm going to sleep well tonight, says Marnie. Did I meet them now? Is that meeting them? Yep, so... just... Sebastian's. Hold on. Okay. So let's go find Sebastian. Hopefully he's out smoking or whatever. Excuse me. Oh boy, dirt. Just gonna leave that there. It's not littering, because it's dirt. Sorry, I gotta grab this real quick. There we go. Sebastian, are you smoking? Oh, that's Demetrius. Ooh, fish. I have no inventory room, so never mind. There he is. Hey, buddy. Oh, you just moved in, right? Cool. Oh my god, no, I have the same haircut as him. Oh no. Well, whatever. Maybe I should date him because we have the same haircut. Out of all the places you could live, you chose Pelican Town? I mean... Yeah, no, I'm not even gonna question that. I was gonna say something about him being salty or whatever, but like... No, he's right, he should say it. Okay. Oh no, I gotta give people gifts. Okay. Alright. Well, I already gave Linus the gift. I guess it doesn't count. I'll give him another one tomorrow. I always befriend Linus first, because he and I are both outsiders to this community, so we gotta stick together. Just down. Not cutting down any of the grass, so I'm gonna restore it. Hopefully these fibers are still here tomorrow, but if not, whatever. Alright, let's go to bed at 8 p.m. Why not? We gotta get up early. Wow, level 1 foraging. +1 axe proficiency. Trees sometimes drop seeds. Sweet. I can now craft wild spring seeds and a field snack. Delicious. Sorry. So 40 cents. Wow. That was worth it for sure. Day 3 of spring. Yo, I turned on noise canceling. Oh yeah, it's raining. That was a spooky sound either way. I turned on noise canceling. I don't know why you can still hear me rustling around in the background. Do I tap? Do I click it? No? Oh, there's gotta be space in the inventory. Okay, later. Weather report. Welcome to Kozu 5. You know, it's interesting that every time I turn on the news, it's always like right on the top of the hour. Amazing how I always time it that way. Clear and sunny all day tomorrow. Oh, that means I'll have to do watering. Whatever, that's fine. Fortune teller? Ooh, you sense that a new viewer has joined us? A young lady from Stardew Valley? What a fucking guess you've made there. Neutral again. Neutral like the last 3 days. No, wait, the first day was bad luck. That's sort of... What's the word? What's the opposite of omen? Or is it an omen if it's either way? Anyway, it's bad luck that the first day was unlucky. The bad sign. Oh, more mail. Advertisement. I keep finding cool stuff, but my backpack is full. Does this sound like you? Well, Pierre's got you covered. Hold on, let me mute real quick. Can I mute real quick? No, I cannot. Oh, well. I tried to mute. Hold on. Okay, anyway. Sorry, loud noise. Anyway, so, Do I have enough to buy the backpack? Let's find out. Okay, let's check on the parsnips first. Are they... Oh, the fiber's still here. Are they done? So I'm gonna have to pick them if so. No. The thing I thought looked like a baby tree clearly isn't, though, so that's good, I guess. Is that supposed to be a frog? I've never known. Alright, let's see. Let's go give Linus, I think the leek would be best. And then I'll get the backpack. Yeah, what's that supposed to be? I don't know an animal that makes that noise. Linus is just chilling in there. He is ignoring me, but anyway, enjoy your leek. Oh, I can't give him the leek. Alright, I'll come back. Wish I had the cooking capability already, because I love making leeks. Leeks taste good in a lot of different things. Well, I don't think there's really any recipes in Stardew Valley that use them. Sus. Alright, let's go buy the backpack. I think the store opens at 9. So it should be there soon. Wait, what? I walked right past it. There we go. Ooh, and there's a to-do! Hello? I wanna... Oh, my mouse is on the spot. 20 copper ores. I mean... I guess I'll go look for that today. Oh yeah, it's closed on Wednesdays. What? Why sell me an advertisement on Wednesday then? Let's go look for that. I'm gonna do some fishing too, probably. Oh no, but I don't have bait, so I can't. Let's see if Linus is awake now. Apparently he sleeps standing at the back of his tent. Well, he's not... Oh, he was cooking. Okay. I didn't know he had a cook stove. I don't know that having a cook stove in the back of a tent is really safe, but... Linus over here now? Where'd he go? Buddy, hello? Oh, and I can't mine yet, so why'd they ask me to find ores? What? What's going on? All the cues I'm getting are misfiring today. A horseradish. Let me go give Robin a daffodil. How about that? Or Sebastian. Here we go. We should date because we have the same hair. Haha, he's so confused. Why'd you give me this fucking daffodil? Nice. Thank you. Oh yeah. I have 2 days to do that. And the parsnips. Great. Anyway, now I can get the horseradish. So that's cool. Alright, well... Now, what? I guess, do I have... Okay, let me check my crafting thing. Can I make a path yet? Yeah, I can make a wood path. Okay. Or a stone path. Or dirt path. Which... I don't know why that takes stone. Because that's just dirt. I know it says gravel, but that's dirt. Let's make a path. I like the little balcony you can see from the outside, but there's no way to get there from the inside, so what the fuck is that? It's a one-story home when you go inside. Alright, here we go. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. That's fine. Let's craft. There's a way, there's a way. To do like 10 at once, whatever. Okay, now. 8. Alright, from here, I wanna, yeah. Make a path to the, I guess I gotta chop this down. Sorry, you're in the way. Oh, I could have gone, you know what? That's my bad. I'm sorry, tree. Rip. Oh, sorry. 8. Here we go. Here we go. Just leaving a whole bunch of shit on the ground. Because we are littering. Fuck the environment. Alright, is it littering if it's wood? No, right? Why can't I leave it? There we go. Okay, whatever. On the other side, because I can't cut that down yet. I want this one back. There we go. No, put it right here! There we go. Get rid of this one. There. Thank you. Alright. Right here. Okay. Almost got the path done. What is this? What is this? It's a rock, okay. And then, okay. Perfect. Great. Alright. Path. No! Okay. Go back and get all the wood. I almost got enough to get the path where I wanted to. Oh, you know what? That took a curve there, huh? Well, anyway. Go get all of this stuff. Ooh, pine cones. Alright. Down here. Over here. Up here. Alright, I need like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That might be an issue. I might have to get rid of that coal. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. Cool. Out over here on the ground. While I make. Get rid. Oh, that's not good. And then just get that one and put it, and then go collect up all of the fiber and sell it. Uh-oh, there's that weird animal again. Seriously, what is that? We got all the fiber? Oh, there it is. Okay. For sale, fiber. Thank you. Now I'm gonna get all the sap and sell it. That seems like all of it. Okay. Ooh, I have 666 money right now. I'm the Antichrist of money. I hope this ends up being enough for backpack. I'm gonna be fucked if it's not. Let's see. Pine cones. For sale. The water dish is full. Where'd that coal go? It was like over here somewhere. There it is. May as well sell this too, I don't need it right now. Oh, did it go live? Why did it... Okay. Let me just check. Am I live here? Yeah, okay. Alright. Let me open the manager. Alright, there we go. Perfect. So, I guess I'm gonna go back to here, but my computer keeps overheating. I already made a bag of ice. It's weird. But then, I don't know who the fuck designed this, because it's between and the screen. Like, it's telling me, oh, keep the fans clear, it can cool effectively. I don't know how it's supposed to cool effectively if it's blowing hot and then it's fucking itself, but anyway, moving on. I'll just stay and then we'll switch to something else, because I'm not gonna have my computer shut down 3 times in a row. It's just too much. And I've already wasted like the whole day just sitting here waiting for my computer to turn on. So, here we go. Bedtime, I guess, now. I'll try to see if I can set things up, like maybe put a bag of ice like under or behind the computer to try and like keep it cool. I mean, we're by the window. We have this, whatever. I'm not even gonna fuss about it. The end. Oops. Alright, progress has been saved. So let's exit desktop for now before the whole thing blows up again. I don't know if anyone's even still watching right now. I wouldn't be if it was me. So, what's something fun we can do for Friday? Monday, Friday. What do I even have else on my computer? I guess I could switch to Roblox, but I'm afraid if Stardew Valley was making my stream, Stardew Valley plus the stream stuff is overloading my computer, then probably Roblox would do the same thing, right? I don't know if I want to chance it with having my computer shut off again. Is there a way I can transfer to mobile? Probably not, right? It's not going to do that. Right? Like, what if I do... Yeah, no, it's not going to let me do that. Well, since nobody's watching anyway... Yeah, let's end this and we'll go to mobile. Hello, welcome back via psychedelic graphics to the Friday fail stream, I guess is what I'm calling this now. I don't know what the fuck is going on, to be perfectly honest. I don't know why my computer keeps overheating. It's not even that hot in here. It's like in the 70s. It's warm, but it's not like hot. So, you know, I don't know what the problem is, and I'm not even going to try to figure out what the problem is anymore. So yeah, I mean, what should we do from here is kind of my question, because I got like an hour to an hour and a half left to stream. I could go a little long today. I kind of want to do like on Monday I'm going to try something new where I like read and critique. But I don't know, is an hour enough time to do that in now, to like get an intro in and sort of see
what people think about it. I don't know. You know, I really don't know. Sorry, I muted myself because my headphones were touching everything. I'm pressing buttons for me. So, no one's watching anyway, so I may as well do something that's fun for me. What would be fun for me that other people might enjoy watching later on replay? You know what? I am gonna try the reading thing. Because at this point, I don't really feel like doing Roblox. I've been doing a lot of Roblox lately. And Roblox is fun, don't get me wrong. But I don't want Roblox to be like the thing I do constantly. Like, I don't want to attract mostly like 9-year-olds, you know? So, let me see if I can open the book. That's not where it is. Where the hell did I put it? Is it in here? No, doesn't seem like it is. Oh, maybe it's in here. That's definitely not it. I downloaded it like earlier this week and everything. Where the hell did I put this? Friday fail stream for real, you guys. Like, what the hell what is this? Like, I'm finding stuff in here that I didn't even know I had. Like, what the fuck is this? I don't know what this is. Okay. Alright, well, this isn't what I was looking for. I don't know where else to look. Is it in documents? No, it's not in documents. Of course it's not in documents. Why would anything be in there? Where the fuck did I have this before? Honestly, this feels so stupid. Like, I feel like an idiot. How do I not... Nope, not in there. This is the camera. I doubt it's in the camera, but let's check. Nope, of course it's not in the camera. Why would a book be in the camera? You idiot. In here? Nope. In here? Nope. I'll check music, just in case. Yep, it's definitely not in there. Wow, this is the worst. Hold on, let me get some music up while we're waiting. Because there's nothing less enticing than someone...
Because 3 is better than...
Uh-oh. I'm gonna get stuck for that ad. They're gonna say, you listen to 1.3 seconds of something. Sure, this one says it's royalty free. No, not the ad, no!
Get Fios, the 100% fiber optic...
Verizon. There, sure, that's fine. Please enjoy yourself while I yell about a book, trying to find it. Okay, close enough. So I had to re-Google what I had downloaded and whatever. I don't think I found the same thing that I had found before, but at this point, it literally does not matter. It does not matter. Nothing matters. So, let's move on. Let me find some, since that song ended, let me find a different, oh no, I can't, because then it'll be in the top right corner the whole time. So that's it, no more music, the end. And let's move on. So, I was going to read Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone, and before you roll your eyes and be like, oh my god, fucking nerd, so I was exactly the perfect age to read these books. I wasn't Harry Potter's age when the books came out, but close fucking enough. And everyone my age lost their fucking minds. They loved these books. I grew up with these books. It would be like asking a millennial, like, whether or not they had an opinion about Barney the fucking dinosaur. Like, nobody can avoid having an opinion about Barney. He was ubiquitous. Harry Potter was ubiquitous. There's just nothing that can be fucking said about it, right? So, obviously, I have a bunch of thoughts and opinions about this. Not least because it turns out that the author, like Josephina L. Rolina, or whatever her name is, I don't know, that bitch, turned out to be a huge pile of trash. Like, who even could have predicted? And, you know, now that I'm an adult and I can understand the writing of, you know, Germaina, whatever her name is, Germaina R, whatever, the more, I understand that, you absolutely could have predicted this if you had read these fucking books. Because she was lauded at the time for being some kind of, like, genius author who had written, like, the best books since, like, I don't know, the Bible? And, like, I mean, they're books, certainly. Like, they're better than, like, 50 Shades of Grey, for sure. Just in terms of, like, every sentence is a complete sentence. And, like, nobody, if you've ever read 50 Shades of Grey, you know what I'm fucking talking about. And if you haven't, don't even start. No shade. Joke. No shade. But, like, no shade if you like, kink. That's fine. That's not the issue I have with the book. The issue I have with the book is that E.L. James, or whatever her name is. Hello? No, okay. Suddenly my microphone sounded like it went out, but it didn't. It was me. Anyway, I have no problems. If you like kink, that's fine. Go ahead, like kink. The problem I have is that E.L. James, or whatever her name is, does not know how to fucking write. Like, she uses the same phrases over and over again. Oh, I forgot. Hold on, my bad. I forgot to turn on Do Not. Alright, back. So, like, yeah, it's just, it's horrible writing. It's the stupidest, it's so hard to follow. It's, God, the whole helicopter subplot was just, moving on. We're not discussing 50 Shades of Grey. That's probably TOS for this anyway, so I'm definitely never reading that, because I love myself enough not to ever do that. But, we can read Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone together, and, we can discuss, how this wasn't a genius book. Like, I don't know, or book series, whatever. It wasn't a good series, honestly, for a lot of different reasons. And B, you can totally see Miss, Ballerina or whatever being a total trash fire, in advance, like a decade in advance when she wrote this shit. 2 decades in advance? I don't know, however old this is. Back in the 90s or whatever, 2000s, when was this released? A while ago. You can totally see it coming, that she's, you know, just shit. She's just not good. Her opinions come through. So, let's read this book with a critical eye, because now that I'm an adult, like, look, don't get me wrong, I loved these books as a kid. being a witch is fucking bomb, and, like, I'm not gonna say that didn't make me who I am today, right? Like, that's fine. But you can also, like, part of growing up, right, is looking back on the things that happened to you in the past and deciding which things you still think make sense and which things you disavow. So let's look back at our childhoods together, unless you're like Gen Z or whatever, and then in which case, pretend you're old for a minute. But like, let's look back on our childhoods, or pretend, and understand both why this was such a thing at the time, and why it probably shouldn't have been, but also why it was inevitable, but also why a stop clock is wrong twice a day. And I'm not gonna say that, you know, I'm running out of names that start with J, but, you know, I'm not gonna say that this woman was, you know, correct as frequently as a stopped clock, because I don't think she is. But what she was good at was picking up on the vibe of what was happening at the time and going, yes, I'm gonna talk to that. And then the money went to her head, and she said, oh, I can just say whatever I want now. And that's where everything went downhill. But she definitely was trash to begin with. So let's go ahead and start with Chapter 1, The Boy Who Lived, which is already the tropiest sentence for the time period. The whole fucking 90s was full of like, oh my god, but this one kid survived because he was the coolest and he was the destined one. I mean, it was all Jesus narratives, right? Like, we loved a fucking Jesus narrative in the 90s. And, like, I'm not going to say we moved past it, but I'm glad there's, like, 2 other stories you can read now. Anyway, Mr. and Mrs. Dursley of number 4 Privet Drive were proud to say that they were perfectly normal. Thank you very much. They were the last people you'd expect to be involved in anything strange or mysterious because they just didn't hold with such nonsense. And already, paragraph 1, right? Okay. So we've set up, these are our minor villains, let's say. The major villain, obviously, is Voldemort. But the minor villain is just some people that violently want to be middle class, right? They want to be... They live on Privet Drive because they fucking love their privacy or whatever, and they have the manicured lawn, and they have the nice house, and Mr. Dursley has a boring job, and Mrs. Dursley is a boring housewife, and everything is boring, and they keep up with the Jones. That's our minor villains, right? So she's already setting out who we're going to see ourselves in opposition against, right? We're not the normies. We're the, like, cool punk people who, like, buck the system, man. But, like, she mentions them first. She centers them in this chapter. The first thing she lovingly draws a description of, right? The first thing she has us contemplate in this book is, like, imagine you're a suburban white person. You know? Like, there's a lot of places this book could start, but I think it says a lot that in order to draw you in, she starts with, imagine being a suburban white person who fucking loves being a suburban white person. That's who she is. She started with herself, I feel. And, it doesn't bode well, honestly. So let's learn more about them. Mr. Dursley was the director of a firm called Grunnings. So already he's the director. So she wants you to know he has money. Good to know. Which made drills. Now, as a child, I imagined this job was way cooler. Like, I don't know if you know that cartoon trope of, like, a truck with a big fucking drill on the front of it for, like, going to the center of the earth or whatever cartoon hijinks you were into. As a child, when I read this, the first thought I had was, yes, that's what this man does. He makes big fuck-off drills to dig to the center of the earth. That's kind of, I mean, it's probably boring because he does the office parts of just, like, you know, allocating steel or whatever. But yes, that's still kind of cool indirectly. But as an adult, I now realize that probably what she means is, like, you know, like power drills or like Dremels or whatever. She's not talking about cool truck drills that may or may not be real. She's talking about just normal drill bits, which is boring. I mean, I'm sure it's lucrative. People use drills for like a million different things, but like, wow, just his personality is the flavor of khaki. You know what I mean? That's what she's setting up. This man has less flavor than white bread dipped in milk that you've diluted with water. That's who we're supposed to imagine. And yep, I hear it. He was a big, beefy man with hardly any neck. Like, do we have to do this early? Paragraph 2? Okay. Although he did have a very large mustache. Mrs. Dursley was thin and blonde and had nearly twice the usual amount of neck, which came in very useful as she spent so much of her time craning over garden fences, spying on the neighbors. Like, Rowling is trying really hard to make these people unlikable. I think because she doesn't realize that in paragraph 1, when she said, imagine the most violently middle-class people you could, I don't think she realized that a lot of us would already dislike them. She had to make them fat and ugly, too. Or, like, Petunia wasn't, because women can't be fat. But, you know what I mean. She had to make them ugly, so we wouldn't like them. So that's an interesting choice. They could have been normal and still, like, mundanely evil that way. But, you know, she had to jump on that physiognomy train and be like, you could tell they were bad, because look at how fucking ugly they are. So that's cool of her. The Dursleys had a small son called Dudley, and in their opinion, there was no finer boy anywhere. And I think we're supposed to, like, pick up that that was rude of them, or something. But if they didn't love their son, like, what the fuck? Anyway, the Dursleys had everything they wanted, but they also had a secret. And their greatest fear was that somebody would discover it. Now, this is the foreshadowing for the Secret Society of Wizards. But, like, at this point, I don't even understand the pretext of Secret Wizards, right? Because, like, I'm sure there were support groups for people like the Dursleys. And at the point where they're meeting together to talk about the fact that there's a secret society within society, like, the Wizards would have been integrated. There's so many Muggle-borns at this point, too. Like, there's so many, like, Muggle children who are just, like, aware. And I don't know if you know any children, but they're super bad at secrets. Like, they're very awful at secrets. Like, sure, the Muggle-borns who go to Hogwarts are probably old enough to keep that secret. Like, 11 is kind of like the age where you start being okay at keeping secrets. But, like, some of them have siblings, right? Like, some of them have to have siblings. And so their siblings have got to be like, yeah, my brother went to wizard school. He's a wizard. You know what I mean? Like, nobody's ever blabbed at the preschool? I'm just saying, this was... Anyway. Their greatest fear was that somebody would discover their awful secret that they have non-middle-class family. They didn't think they could bear it if anyone found out about the Potters. Which, again, like, Potter is slang for someone who's poor, which is ironic because later on, I think she has Harry, like, they had money, right? Like, they had money? So, like, but anyway, she's already setting it up like, oh, the Dursleys have pores in their family. Like, I think we're supposed to find that, like, really deep, but, like, it's not. It's really not. Anyway, Mrs. Potter was Mrs. Dursley's sister, but they hadn't met for several years. In fact, Mrs. Dursley pretended she didn't have a sister, because her sister and her good-for-nothing husband were as un-Dursleyish as it was possible to be. Now, first of all, he had money. I remember he had money. He had money. He didn't have a job. It's mentioned in the series. He didn't have a job. He didn't have a job because he was independently wealthy. So, like, I don't know where they get off being like, oh my god, the good-for-nothing Potters, like, they're also middle-class, bitch. Like, this whole story is about middle-class tensions. Like, they just weren't good enough middle-class because they were weird. Like, it's the kind of thing that as a kid you're like, wow, those Dursleys suck. But, like, as an adult, like, what the fuck? Like, grow up, Mrs. Dursley. Like, I don't think your sister wants to speak to you at this point. You're such a bitch. Where are we? The Dursleys shuddered to think what the neighbors would say if the Potters arrived in the street, because that's whose opinion matters. The Dursleys knew that the Potters had a small son too, but they had never even seen him, because they were terrible people. The boy was another good reason for keeping the Potters away. They didn't want Dudley mixing with a child like that. Canonically, this baby, this infant, is 1. He ain't mixing with shit. Like, he doesn't know anything. He's dumb as fuck. So their concerns, you know, some people just have fears. When Mr. and Mrs. Dursley woke up on the dull gray Tuesday our story starts, there was nothing about the cloudy sky outside to suggest that the strange and mysterious things would begin happening all over the country. Because, you know, the weather, I don't know, she's setting a mood. Let me not nitpick that. Mr. Dursley hummed as he picked out his most boring tie for work, and Mrs. Dursley gossiped away happily as she wrestled a screaming Dudley into his high chair. Who is she gossiping with? Like, is someone in her house at like 6 in the morning? Is she on the phone? Like, what is she doing? Anyway. None of them noticed a large tawny owl flutter past the window, because it's normal to have birds in your neighborhood, but somehow we're like faulting them. Anyway. At 8:30, Mr. Dursley picked up his briefcase, pecked Mrs. Dursley on the cheek, and tried to kiss Dudley goodbye, but missed. Which, that's, even when a child's having a tantrum, I don't know how you fucking miss, but Mr. Dursley just lacks coordination, I guess. Anyway, he missed, because Dudley was now having a tantrum and throwing his cereal at the walls. Maybe don't let him do that. Anyway. Little tyke, chortled Mr. Dursley as he left the house. He got into his car and backed out of number 4's drive. That's more foreshadowing than I think, Rowena or whatever meant to add, right? Because, like, bad parenting, like, letting a baby, whatever. I'm not gonna go into it. It's, anyway, He was on the corner of the street that he noticed the first sign of something peculiar. A cat reading a map. That is weird. Props, Mr. Dursley, for noticing a cat reading a map is weird. For a second, Mr. Dursley didn't realize that what he had seen. Then he jerked his head around to look again, which is not good driving technique. There was a tabby cat standing on the corner of Privet Drive, but there wasn't a map in sight. That's right, Mr. Dursley, you're going crazy. What could he have been thinking of? It must have been a trick of the light. Yeah, not your fucking brain. The light invented a map. Sure. Mr. Dursley blinked and stared at the cat. It stared back. As cats do, cats are very sassy. As Mr. Dursley drove around the corner and up the road, he watched the cat in his mirror. It was now reading the sign that said Privet Drive. No, looking at the sign. Cats couldn't read maps or signs. That's right, Mr. Dursley. You fucking tell 'em. They can't read. Keep those cats down. Mr. Dursley gave himself a little shake and put the cat out of his mind. And now here's the thing. Here's another thing that really pisses me off too. He was scared. He was scared because he saw a cat looking at a sign and perceived the cat to be reading, and that so alarmed him that he had to like shake himself a little bit to get out of it. He's scared of cats looking at things? He's definitely a minor villain, but not for the reasons Rowling thought. Like, this type of paranoid bullshit behavior, problematic. As he drove toward the town, he thought of nothing except a large order of drills he was hoping to get that day. Which, again, I think we're supposed to find that part problematic and not the cat part. The cat part's supposed to be funny, I think. And the drill part is supposed to be like, oh no, he only cares about money. But, like, he's on his way to work. I feel like it's reasonable, you know, to be, like, thinking about work on your way to work. Especially if he's the director of the firm. So, anyway. But on the edge of town, drills were driven out of his mind by something else. Oh, shit. As he sat in the usual morning traffic jam, because he lives in the exurbs, he has money. He couldn't help noticing that there seemed to be a lot of strangely dressed people about. And this is my first really big gripe with the series. So, I understand that different subcultures have different cultural norms, you know? Like, different... You can tell vaguely what social group people belong to based on their, like, clothing choices, right? There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing at all wrong with that. I don't have an issue with that at all. What I do have an issue with is, like, these people also live in the society. They live in the same society as Vernon Dursley. Like, they live in the same fucking groups. So they have to know when they go out dressed weirdly that they're dressed weirdly. And so if they're trying to avoid being seen, they're trying to avoid that, right? Why the fuck are they going out in costume? Like, they know, right? They have to know. I don't know. I don't know. Anyway, there seemed to be a lot of strangely dressed people about. People in cloaks. Mr. Dursley couldn't bear people who dressed in funny clothes. The get-ups you saw on young people. Big boomer energy. He supposed this was some stupid new fashion. Technically. He drummed his fingers on the steering wheel, and his eyes fell on a huddle of these weirdos standing quite close by. They were whispering excitedly together. I don't know how he could tell through the car that they were whispering as opposed to, like, just speaking normally. It would look the same, I think, but anyway. Mr. Dursley was enraged to see that a couple of them weren't young at all. Why, that man had to be older than he was, and he was wearing an emerald green cloak. Because Mr. Dursley's a hater. The nerve of him. But then it struck Mr. Dursley that this was probably some silly stunt. These people were obviously collecting for something. Yes, that would be it. Yeah, this is like the Salvation Army, but cloaks. Makes sense. The traffic moved on, and a few minutes later, Mr. Dursley arrived in the Grunnings parking lot, his mind back on drills. Now, I just want to put emphasis on this one more time before we move on. These people live in a secret society within larger society. And they have lived there their whole lives. Some of them have, like, muggle jobs, we find out later in the series. So why the fuck were they, like, not incognito on this one day? Like, Rowling wants us to believe that they were just, like, so excited they didn't even pay attention to what they put on that day. Which is the dumbest thing I've ever heard. Like, if that was the case, they'd be out in, like, pajamas or whatever. Not the fucking shit they wear to signal to other people that they're wizards. Like, come on. Mr. Dursley always sat with his back to the window in his office on the 9th floor. Which sounds like a really... I don't know how to phrase it, but, like, damn, you don't want to look out the window? Shit. If he hadn't, he might have found it harder to concentrate on drills that morning. He didn't see the owls swooping past in broad daylight, though people down the street did. They pointed and gazed, open-mouthed, as owl after owl sped overhead. Now, I don't live in the UK, but, like, I don't know why this would gather so much attention. Oh my god, birds in the sky, in town! Like, yeah, like, I live in a pretty big city, right? And I live close enough to the ocean that seagulls are going past my window all the time. And, like, I notice it passively, but not once. And not only seagulls, like, other birds, too. Like, there's hawks, sparrows, robins, probably. Definitely robins, I hear them. Anyway, the point is, tons of birds. I never stop to be like, wait, what is that fucking bird? Because it's a bird, like, it's supposed to be there. Who's, like, maybe the local bird watch would have noticed. But just the average citizens being like, oh shit, an owl. Meanwhile, I get excited sometimes because I notice a hawk and no one else knows what the fuck I'm talking about. The average person doesn't know what a fucking hawk is. So you want me to believe that these people were like, oh my god, a tawny owl. The likes of which is not seen in this village. Like, come on, buddy. Even in London, I don't believe it. They would just think it was some other normal bird. But anyway, Rowena wants us to believe that this is an amazing occurrence. So many fucking owls. Also, they have magic. They haven't figured out how to, like, fold up the envelope and have it fly itself? Why are we relying on owls? I mean, because it sounds cool, right? That sounds like a very witchy aesthetic to be like, hello, pet owl, please deliver this to my friend. But, like, they didn't figure out how to make, like, invisible letters fly through the air to their friends. They can apparate that. They can fax themselves, but they haven't figured out how to fax a letter before Muggles did. That's all I'm saying. All I'm saying is, okay, Rowena. Most of them had never seen an owl, even at nighttime. Mr. Dursley, however, had a perfectly normal owl-free morning. He yelled at 5 different people. What a bitch. He made several important phone calls and shouted a bit more. Again, what a bitch. He was in a very good mood until lunchtime, when he thought he'd stretch his legs and walk across the road to buy himself a bun from the bakery. Fair. He'd forgotten all about the people in cloaks until he passed a group of them next to the baker's. He eyed them angrily as he passed, because, again, we have to remember that Vernon has that big-time hater energy. He can't just walk to the baker's. He's got to see some people and feel all his feelings about it, like a normal person. Then again, I feel like the Dursleys are the kind of person that would, like, call the police because a black person was using the pool. So this tracks, honestly. I'm picking on it probably more than I should. He didn't know why, but they made him uneasy. Yeah, they're not like us. Ooh, call the cops. This bunch were whispering excitedly, too, and he couldn't see a single collecting tin. Oh my god, and they're not even collecting for charity? They have the gall to be in your town and be obviously not middle class, and not even be actively trying not to be? God damn it. It was on his way back past them, clutching a large donut in a bag. Now, he went for a bun, and he got a donut, but okay. That he caught a few words of what they were saying. The Potters, that's right, that's what I heard. And, you know, Vernon's going to take that real personal because he's paranoid. But that's not an uncommon last name, so... Anyway. Yes, their son Harry, which is, you know, also a really common name. But Vernon, with that big hater energy, assumes they're talking about him. Mr. Dursley stopped dead. Fear flooded him. You see that? He's fucking terrified because someone with the name Harry Potter, which can't be an uncommon name, is being discussed. And he knows a Harry Potter, so they're definitely talking about the one he knows. Like, mind your business, Vernon. Go stuff your face with that donut and order some drills. He looked back at the whisperers as if he wanted to say something to them, but thought better of it. Yeah, that's right. Mind your fucking business. He dashed back across the road, hurried up to his office, snapped at his secretary not to disturb him, seized the telephone, and had almost finished dialing his home number when he changed his mind. Because while Vernon Dursley has big hater energy, he also has pussy energy. He can't fucking do shit. He has no will. Alright. He put the receiver back down and stroked his mustache, thinking. No. He was being stupid. One of the best assessments he's made of his character yet. Potter wasn't such an unusual name. Sure isn't. He was sure there were lots of people called Potter who had a son called Harry. True story, bud. Come to think of it, he wasn't even sure his nephew was called Harry, because he was a piece of shit. He'd never even seen the boy. As I said, it might have been Harvey. Or Harold. There's no point in worrying Mrs. Dursley. She always got so upset at any mention of her sister. He didn't blame her. If he'd had a sister like that... But all the same, those people in cloaks. Because, you know, his sister also, or sister-in-law, also wears a cloak. And so does her boyfriend, or husband, whatever. And perhaps even the baby wears cloaks? Like, come on. He found it a lot harder to concentrate on drills that afternoon. And when he left the building at 5 o'clock, he was still so worried that he walked straight into someone just outside the door. Now... I'm not a professional, but I feel like he might want to talk to someone about this anxiety because it seems very maladaptive. He's very worried about things that do not concern him. You don't even talk to this woman. Some strangers, you know what, like what if some strangers you met on the road coincidentally were friends with your sister-in-law, because, you know, you live in the same town or whatever, and that shit happens. And some people know your sister-in-law, and you're so anxious about it, it's causing you trouble at work. I don't know how he made it day to day to get to be the director, but some people just can't help failing up. Sorry, he grunted as the tiny old... Oh, sorry. Yeah, it says he was still so worried that he walked straight into someone outside the door. Sorry, he grunted as the tiny old man stumbled and almost fell. He body-checked an old man. It was a few seconds before Mr. Dursley realized that the man was wearing a violet cloak. Oh my god, a gay. He didn't seem at all upset at being almost knocked to the ground. On the contrary, his face split into a wide smile, and he said in a squeaky voice that made passerby stare, "Don't be sorry, my dear sir, for nothing could upset me today. Rejoice, for you know who has gone at last. Even muggles like yourself should be celebrating this happy, happy day." And again, I thought they were a secret society, so keep your fucking mouth shut, old squeaky man. The fuck is your problem? How the fuck do they stay secret? This man is enough to ruin their secret society, but moving on. And the old man hugged Mr. Dursley around the middle and walked off. And, like, I guess I don't have the experience of having the local warlord defeated by an infant, so I don't know if that would cause you to hug random strangers, but, you know, I don't think I would, is all I'm saying. Mr. Dursley stood rooted to the spot. He had been hugged by a complete stranger, and as we know, Mr. Dursley has nothing to recommend him and does not know the kindness of humanity in his day-to-day life. He also thought he had been called a muggle, whatever that is. I mean, it doesn't matter, buddy. This man's clearly... If this really happened, like, you'd think that man was having a mental health episode, right? Like, why would you be offended? You'd just be like, oh, that man has schizophrenia. You know what I mean? Like, you wouldn't... Whatever. Mr. Dursley's a fucking muggle. He was rattled. He hurried to his car. He was rattled because a man was having a mental health episode on the street after he body checked that man. First of all, he was the aggressor. He body checked a mentally ill elderly person and was rattled. Okay. He hurried to his car and set off for home, hoping he was imagining things, which he had never hoped before because he didn't approve of imagination. Sounds healthy, buddy. As he pulled into the driveway of number 4, the first thing he saw, and it didn't improve his mood, was the tabby cat he'd spotted this morning. Yeah, you know what? Fuck a cat. What the fuck is a cat doing in the neighborhood? I saw it hours before, and now it's in my yard? That's what cats fucking do, buddy. Like, if a cat visits your home, that's delightful. Calm the fuck down. It was now sitting on his garden wall. He was sure it was the same one. It had the same markings around his eyes. So he paid a lot of attention to that cat, huh? "Shoo!" said Mr. Dursley loudly. The cat didn't move. It just gave him a stern look. Was this normal cat behavior? Yeah. Yes. Cats be like that. Mr. Dursley wondered. Trying to pull himself together, he let himself into the house. He was still determined not to mention anything to his wife. Again, healthy impulses. If something has gotten you alternately rattled and anxious to the point that it's causing you personal problems, do not mention it to your spouse. Suffer silently, bury it deep, and never let anyone know the pain. If you've ever seen Hide the Pain, Harold, that should be you if anything ever happens to you. Signed, Mr. Dursley. Mrs. Dursley had had a nice, normal day. She told him over dinner all about Mrs. Nextdoor's problems. Again, why she would know Mrs. Nextdoor, and it's fucking rude that Mrs. Nextdoor doesn't even get a name. But anyway, she told him over dinner all about Mrs. Nextdoor's problems with her daughter, and how Dudley had learned a new word. Won't. I mean, that's what kids do. We're supposed to think poorly of Dudley for this, but like the first 5 words kids learn are all variations on no. So, anyway, Mr. Dursley tried to act normally. When Dudley had been put to bed, he went into the living room just in time to catch the last report on the evening news. And finally, bird watchers everywhere have reported that the nation's owls have been behaving very unusually today. Although owls normally hunt at night and are hardly ever seen in daylight, there have been hundreds of sightings of these birds flying in every direction since sunrise. Experts are unable to explain why the owls have suddenly changed their sleeping pattern. The newscaster allowed himself a grin. Most mysterious. And now, over to Jim McGuffin with the weather. Gonna be any more showers of owls tonight, Jim? Well, Ted, said the weatherman, I don't know about that, but it's not only the owls that have been acting oddly today. Viewers as far apart as Kent, Yorkshire, and Dundee have been phoning in to tell me that instead of the rain I promised yesterday, they've had a downpour of shooting stars. Perhaps people have been celebrating Bonfire Night early. It's not till next week, folks, but I can promise a wet night tonight. Now, I don't know why that just happened. Hold on a second. Here we go. So, owls. I've seen them in the daytime. I've seen them in the daytime, like, a bunch. I guess probably not in London, right? But, like, owls do stuff in the day? Like, I get it. Like, if there was suddenly a lot more owls than usual, you would just assume something was up. But they haven't changed their sleeping pattern. Like, you'd think, I don't know, there's some new predator in town or something, and they're all readjusting. It's not a new lifestyle change for the owls. The owls haven't come out and been like, actually, we're diurnal now. Like, come on. Anyway, that was weird framing. And then shooting stars conflated with fireworks. Perfect. That's fine. That makes sense. But, this has Mr. Dursley really worried because, strange things happening ever. Like, every day is supposed to be like the one before. What do you mean? Mr. Dursley sat frozen in his armchair. He really is having just the biggest emotions over the smallest of occurrences, and I really would recommend psychotherapy for this bitch. He needs help. Shooting stars all over Britain? Yeah, the fun thing about the sky is that if stuff's falling from the sky, you can see it from really far away because the sky is big and covers the whole country. So, yep, you can see the whole sky from all of Britain. So, I don't know why that was confusing to him. But, like, shooting stars aren't usually, like, a localized occurrence. They're pretty broad. When it's a bunch of them, like the Pleiades thing or whatever. One shooting star is localized. But, like, if he's saying there were a ton of them, it's the kind of thing you can see all over the place. Probably in France, too, or whatever, So, anyway. Shooting stars all over Britain? Owls flying by daylight? Mysterious people in cloaks all over the place? And a whisper about the Potters. Yeah, you definitely pieced that all together, man. We got the next Mrs. Marple over here. Mrs. Dursley came into the living room carrying 2 cups of tea. It was no good. He'd have to say something to her. He cleared his throat nervously. Petunia, dear. You haven't heard from your sister lately, have you? As he'd expected, Mrs. Dursley looked shocked and angry. How dare you mention that I have a sister? After all, I should have read one sentence ahead. After all, they normally pretended she didn't have a sister. Again, healthy. No, she said sharply. Why? Funny stuff on the news, Mr. Dursley mumbled. Owls, shooting stars, and there were a lot of funny-looking people in town today. So? Snapped Mrs. Dursley. And I'm with her on this one. Yeah, a bunch of weird shit happened. What does that have to do with my fucking sister? Just because she's a weirdo? You think because she's a weirdo, I know every weirdo in town? God. Well, I just thought maybe it was something to do with, her crowd. Mrs. Dursley sipped her tea through her pursed lips. Mr. Dursley wondered whether he'd dare tell her he'd heard the name Potter. He decided he didn't dare, because it's healthy to be normal of your spouse. Instead, he said, as casually as he could, their son. He'd be about Dudley's age now, wouldn't he? I suppose so, said Mrs. Dursley stiffly. What's his name again? Howard, isn't it? Harry. Nasty common name, if you ask me. Unlike the beautiful and elegant name we chose for our son. Dudley. Because... God, can you imagine naming your son something like Harry? What a disgustingly common name. Unlike Dudley, which is beautiful and has a long history of being very regal. Like, come on. Whatever. Anyway. Oh, yes, said Mr. Dursley, his heart sinking horribly. Yes, I quite agree. Yeah, fuck a normal name. Dudley's definitely much cooler. He didn't say another word on the subject as they went upstairs to bed. While Mrs. Dursley was in the bathroom, Mr. Dursley crept to the bedroom window and peered down into the front garden. The cat was still there. Which is supposed to be ominous, but, like, cats do that. The cat likes your wall, guy. Calm down. It was staring down Privet Drive as though it were waiting for something. Cats usually are. Was he imagining things? So now you think you didn't see the cat and the cat's imaginary? I'm just saying, a therapist would help. Could all this have anything to do with the Potters? Yeah, you're right. The Potters put that cat in your yard. If it did, if it got out that they were related to a pair of... Well, he didn't think he could bear it. End the misery now, Vernon. I don't know what to tell you. The Dursleys got into bed. Mrs. Dursley fell asleep quickly, but Mr. Dursley lay awake, turning it all over in his mind. His last comforting thought before he fell asleep was that even if the Potters were involved, there was no reason for them to come near him and Mrs. Dursley. The Potters knew very well what he and Petunia thought about them and their kind. I don't have anything to say other than... I mean, you hear it, right? You can hear it? Anyway. Like, she seemed real comfortable writing this, is all I'm saying. Like, to modernize this, if he started talking about, like, the Flat Earth Ice Wall conspiracy, or, like, I don't know, related British religions, what's this thing called? Conspiracy theories. I don't know any specifically British ones. But, like, you know, if you found out Vernon Dursley believed in the Great Replacement or something, that wouldn't be out of character, right? That would just make sense? Okay, just checking. The Potters knew very well what he and Petunia thought about them and their kind. He couldn't see how he and Petunia could get mixed up in anything that might be going on. He yawned and turned over. It couldn't affect them. How very wrong he was. I'm just saying, you hear it, right? You can hear it? Okay. Mr. Dursley might have been drifting into an uneasy sleep, but the cat on the wall outside was showing no sign of sleepiness. It was sitting as still as a statue, its eyes fixed unblinkingly on the far corner of Privet Drive. It didn't so much as quiver when a car door slammed on the next street, nor when two owls swooped overhead. In fact, it was nearly midnight before the cat moved at all. Which, I question whether Rowena ever, met a cat. Why would the cat be scared of a car door? It lives outside. Why would the cat be scared of owls? It lives outside. Why would the cat be alarmed by any of these things? I don't know. I live near outdoor cats. They are not fazed by cars. Like, you know, they don't get in front of them, while they're driving or whatever. But, they're not frightened by cars. So, we're supposed to think this is like a preternaturally still cat. But, like, sometimes they just chill on a wall. It's not weird. A man appeared on the corner the cat had been watching. Appeared so suddenly and silently, you'd have thought he just popped out of the ground. The cat's tail twitched and its eyes narrowed. Nothing like this man had ever been seen on Privet Drive. He was tall, thin, and very old, judging by the silver of his hair and beard, which were both long enough to tuck into his belt. Which, I have hair long enough that I could tuck it into my belt. Not all the time. I cut that frequently. But when it gets that long, let me just tell you, that shit's the most tedious thing in the fucking world. It's in the way constantly. Tucking it into your belt meant your head's gonna get yanked on every time you, like, walk funny. Like, no. I don't understand how he could live this way. Personally, I could never. You gotta put it up in a bun or something. You don't just leave that hair long and dangling behind you to snag on every branch and doorknob. And then having the equivalent on the front of your face, too, I hope there's a magic spell that can make that less tedious, is all I'm saying. Because otherwise, I don't understand how Dumbledore lived his life. He was wearing long robes, a purple cloak that swept to the ground, and high-heeled, buckled boots. How high? That's what I want to know. Like, how high were the heels? Because that's another question. It's never discussed, but, like, how fabulous was this man is basically my question. His blue eyes were light, bright, and sparkling behind half-moon spectacles, and his nose was very long and crooked, as though it had been broken at least twice. This man's name was Albus Dumbledore. And we're supposed to think he's a good guy, but he is also going to be kind of a minor villain in this story, so that's kind of why I'm like, if these high heels were supposed to be our clue that this man was gay, it fell flat. That's all I'm saying. Albus Dumbledore didn't seem to realize that he had just arrived in a street where everything from his name to his boots was unwelcome. I'm not sure Albus would give a fuck either way, honestly. He was not the kind of man that gave a shit, but... He was busy rummaging in his cloak, looking for something. But he did seem to realize he was being watched, because he looked up suddenly at the cat. Excuse me. He looked up suddenly at the cat, which was still staring at him from the other end of the street. For some reason, the sight of the cat seemed to amuse him. He chuckled and muttered, I should have known. Because he doesn't keep track of his friends, I guess. He found what he was looking for in his inside pocket. It seemed to be a silver cigarette lighter. He flicked it open, held it up in the air, and clicked it. The nearest street lamp went out with a little pop. He clicked again, and the next lamp flickered into darkness. 12 times he clicked the put-outer, until the only lights left on the whole street were 2 tiny pinpricks in the distance, which were the eyes of the cat watching him. If anyone looked out their window now, even the beady-eyed Mrs. Dursley, they wouldn't be able to see anything that was happening down on the pavement. Now, as we learn in the expanded universe of these books, the types of magic that were available, he did this to be showy. There's a lot of stuff. He could have done a Notice Me Not spell. He could have made them invisible. He could have silently put them all out at once with one swish of the wand. Well, not silently. He would have to say knocks, but you know what I mean. Quickly. But no, he did the thing where he sucked up the street lamp light. Because he wanted to show off. And, like, I think that says more about his character than Rowena intended us to know. But, like, that tracks for the rest of his character development. That's the kind of bitch he is, where he would rather do something that makes him look cool than something practical. Dumbledore slipped the put-outer back inside his cloak, and set off down the street toward number 4, where he sat down on the wall next to the cat. How high is this wall? Because I just want to know how to imagine. Like, did he have to do that thing where you kind of, like, put your hands on the wall behind you and, like, kind of scoot your ass up onto it? Or, like, was it low enough that he could just sit down like it was a chair? Or, like, what was the deal here with the wall, is all I'm saying. He didn't look at it, but after a moment he spoke to it. It is the cat. Fancy seeing you here, Professor McGonagall. He turned to smile at the tabby, but it had gone. I just keep getting mad that it is being used to refer to the cat. The cat's not an inanimate object. The cat... It's not a person, but you know what I mean? Like, it has a gender. She's a cat. So, anyway. Then again, see here, this is what I'm saying. You can see in advance, like, Rowling does not respect the genders of people she doesn't acknowledge. So. He turned to smile at the tabby, but it had gone. Instead, he was smiling at a rather severe-looking woman, who was wearing square glasses exactly the shape of the markings the cat had had around its eyes. Now, if I ever saw a tabby cat with glasses markings on its eyes, I'm going to lose my fucking mind. That sounds impossible. She, too, was wearing a cloak, An emerald one. There's only like 3 colors available for cloaks, it seems. Emerald, violet, and blue. Her black hair was drawn into a tight bun. She looked distinctly ruffled. How did you know it was me? She asked. You're the weirdest looking cat on the entire planet, so, I mean... My dear professor, I've never seen a cat sit so stiffly. You've never seen a cat. You'd be stiff if you'd been sitting on a brick wall all day, said Professor McGonagall. All day? When you could have been celebrating? I must have passed a dozen feasts and parties on my way here. He apparated, as far as we can tell. He just faxed himself onto the street. Who the fuck did he pass? In the fax space? Who was in the... Okay. Professor McGonagall sniffed angrily. Oh yes, I've been celebrating all right, she said impatiently. You'd think they'd be a bit more careful, but no. Even the Muggles have noticed something's going on. It was on their news. So McGonagall was eavesdropping on their house news. She jerked her head back at the Dursleys' dark living room window. I heard it. Flocks of owls, shooting stars. Well, they're not completely stupid. Thank you, Minerva, for acknowledging that I'm not completely stupid. Oh, thanks for the follow, Doreen. Where was it? We're not completely stupid. They were bound to notice something. Shooting stars down in Kent. I'll bet that was Daedalus Diggle. He never had much sense. I also love that she immediately was like, someone did a fireworks. Fucking Daedalus. Fuck that man. It was definitely him, because he lives in that town. How few people live in that town? Like, how few people live in that town? Wizard people. Live in that town that she can be like, it was fucking Diggle. Fuck that guy. I don't... Okay. And then she had to throw him under the bus. He never had much sense. You can't blame them, said Dumbledore gently. We've had precious little to celebrate for 11 years. So, like, I guess this is a good time to enter my point. So, like, Voldemort basically had a gang. He had a gang. It was just a gang. These people were terrified of one man and his gang. A whole country. And that just seems a little excessive. I mean, we're going to talk about it more, but 11 years they've been fucking terrified because of a gang. Like, have you not... Is this the first criminal in the wizard community? Have you never met a crime before? Like, I mean, I guess probably not, right? Because they don't have cops, or like they do have cops, but like real cops, it seems like wizard cops don't do anything. So I don't know. It's gonna be more relevant later, but this is just the first mention of how the wizards, I don't know how they managed to stay a secret society for so long, because they don't even know how to handle a fucking gang and stop a goddamn gang. Like, even we have cops that have no interest in stopping gangs, but we know how to do it. Anyway. I know that, said Professor McGonagall irritably. But that's no reason to lose our heads. People are being downright careless, out on the streets in broad daylight, not even dressed in muggle clothes, swapping rumors. Now this is Rich, because she's also not dressed in muggle clothes, and neither is Dumbledore. So where the fuck do they get off being like, oh my god, why couldn't they put on a pair of pants and a jacket? Like, I don't know, why didn't you? Dumbass. Like, we're just supposed to gloss over the fact, well, it's fine for them, because they're the, they're the main characters here. It's all those NPCs that didn't... Shut the fuck up. She threw a sharp sideways glance at Dumbledore here, as though hoping he was going to tell her something. But he didn't, so she went on. I don't know what she was expecting him to say. You are both hypocrites. A fine thing it would be if, on the very day you-know-who seems to have disappeared at last, the Muggles found out about us all. I suppose he really has gone, Dumbledore? How the fuck... Why would the school headmaster know for sure? Like, why would he know that? It certainly seems so, said Dumbledore. We have much to be thankful for. Would you care for a lemon drop? I think this is supposed to be endearing, but it just comes off, condescending, I guess is the word. Like, she's worried that the war they've been in for more than a decade, 11 fucking years, you know, is it really over, or are we celebrating prematurely? And he's like, Pat, so cute, have a candy. Like, he's such an ass. Anyway, would you care for a lemon drop? A what? A lemon drop. They're a kind of muggle sweet I'm rather fond of. Lemon drops have been around for like 400 years. I don't know how the fuck. Well, probably 200, but still. I don't know how the fuck. She's like, what the fuck is a candy? Like, come on, bruh. No, thank you, said Professor McGonagall coldly, as she didn't think this was the moment for lemon drops. That's because this is not the moment for lemon drops. She was right, and she should say it. As I say, even if you know who has gone. My dear Professor, he interrupts like an ass. Surely a sensible person like yourself can call him by his name. All this you-know-who nonsense. For 11 years I've been trying to persuade people to call him by his proper name. Voldemort. And as we find out in, like, Book 7, that was a big asshole thing of him to do, because it turns out Voldemort can track people based on whether they're using his name. Like, if you use his name, he can find you. So he's literally being like, let the bad man find you. Invite him into your home so he can murder your children. Like, the fuck is his problem? Professor McGonagall flinched because, you know, in the past that would mean some of his, like, lackeys or whatever would show up and murder your family. And Dumbledore's like, ha ha ha, never me, because he's scared of his old professor. Like, Dumbledore, shut the fuck up. But Dumbledore, who was unsticking 2 lemon drops, seemed not to notice. That's the theme of his character. He just does not notice other people's distress. We're supposed to find him endearing, but he's not. He doesn't even give a fuck if he's bothering people. Like, that's not endearing, that's just rude. It all gets so confusing if we keep saying you-know-who. No, it doesn't. Who else do we refer to that way? We never refer to anyone else that way. We're never like, I was talking to you-know-who, next door, down the street, that guy. You know who I'm talking about. No one fucking says that. Especially not if they're like, did you hear? You-know-who died. Who the fuck else are they going to be... I can't stand this man. As an adult, I can't stand this man. I would kick his ass. I really would. I don't care if he's 1,000,000 years old. I have never seen any reason to be frightened of saying Voldemort's name. You know, except for the fact where, like, his lackeys show up and murder you and your family. Aside from that one, who knows why you should not say his name. I know you haven't, said Professor McGonagall, sounding half exasperated, half admiring. Don't admire him. Don't admire him. But you're different. Everyone knows. You're the only one you know who... All right, Voldemort was frightened of. Right. The only one he didn't fucking target. You flatter me, said Dumbledore calmly, because he's not feeling any emotions right now. Voldemort had powers I will never have. Well, don't sound so envious, buddy. Only because you're too, well, noble to use them. Yes, he's truly noble. It's lucky it's dark. I haven't blushed this much since Madame Pomfrey told me she liked my new earmuffs. Like, he's trying to be funny here, but he's not funny. He's just... Can you imagine this man in real life? Like, you're talking to a man and you're like, wow, you're such a good guy. And he's like, oh my god, I'm blushing, like, so much. Like, keep talking, though. Like, fuck him. Professor McGonagall shot a sharp look at Dumbledore and said, the owls are nothing next to the rumors that are flying around. You know what they're saying? About why he's disappeared? About what finally stopped him? One hopes he would know. It seemed Professor McGonagall had reached the point she was most anxious to discuss. The real reason she had been waiting on a cold, hard wall all day, for neither as a cat nor as a woman had she fixed Dumbledore with such a piercing stare as she did now. Now, they're work colleagues, and, like, they've known each other for, like, decades. She couldn't just, like, go to his house and be like, hey, Dumbledore, hey, I heard a rumor. Is it true? She couldn't do that? I don't... She had to wait on a fucking wall. How did she even know he'd be here, too? How did she know he was going to the Dursleys today? the plot device is really... Okay. Anyway, it was plain that whatever everyone was saying, she was not going to believe it until Dumbledore told her it was true. Which, he's a big fucking liar, Minerva. Don't trust him. Dumbledore, however, was choosing another lemon drop and did not answer. Because, for the people in the back, he's a big fucking asshole. He does not care about other people's distress. What they're saying, she pressed on, is that last night Voldemort turned up in Godric's Hollow. He went to find the Potters. The rumor is that Lily and James Potter that they're dead. Dumbledore bowed his head. Professor McGonagall gasped. Lily and James! I can't believe it! I didn't want to believe it! Oh, Albus! Dumbledore reached out and patted her on the shoulder. She is mourning the loss of two people. It's uncertain how deeply she cared about them, right? But enough that she's upset right now. And speaking of them on first name basis. And instead of, embracing her or offering words of comfort, he pats her on the shoulder like she just lost a game of cards. And I'm supposed to like him? Dumbledore reached out and patted her on the shoulder. I know, he said heavily. Which is just a reskinned, there. Professor McGonagall's voice trembled as she went on. That's not all. They're saying he tried to kill the Potter's son, Harry. But he couldn't. He couldn't kill that little boy. No one knows why or how. But they're saying that when he couldn't kill Harry Potter, Voldemort's power somehow broke. And that's why he's gone. And again, Dumbledore just nodded glumly. She's having an emotional moment. Can you be there for her? Even a tiny, smidgen? No? Okay. It's true? Faltered Professor McGonagall. After all he's done, all the people he's killed, he couldn't kill a little boy? It's just astounding. Of all the things to stop him. But how in the name of heaven did Harry survive? It's a good question. It's a really good question that's never addressed for the rest of the series, so. We can only guess, said Dumbledore. We may never know. And I wanted to get through this, scene, but I can't, because I have to go in 10 minutes. And I do not have any of my shit together. But, goddamn, I just had way too much to say about that. I didn't think I was going to have something to say, every fucking sentence, but there it is. It's really just the fucking worst. And I don't understand why people are still down with this. I get liking it as a kid, right? Because you don't have taste as a kid, for the most part, right? But, grown-ass adults are oh my god, I want to go to Harry Potter Land. Okay. I don't know why. She wrote some of the most unrelatable characters I've ever read, but I guess if they still mean something to you. So, I will be back Monday. I will be finishing this scene on Monday, at a minimum. I hope the chapter. And then, Tuesday through Thursday, I'll be going back to gaming. Friday, I hope I can get something set up so that my computer stops crashing and I can go back to playing Stardew Valley. But if I didn't, then I'll probably do this again on Friday until I can figure out how to make my fucking computer work. I don't know what to tell you. Sorry about it. But hopefully at least somebody found this, interesting and funny. So, if you did, give me a follow, give me a like. If you missed part of it, I'll be posting this to, YouTube probably Monday. I'm having problems with my, what's the word for it? The computer editing software, so I can stitch the videos that, broke and fell apart I dropped it. No, the stream got interrupted when my computer fucked up, and I'll stitch them together in my video editor, and I'll put them on, YouTube. The link is in my, bio, about, whatever it's called, that page that you go to for me. And hope to see you guys Monday. Have a great weekend.